All right, we just wrapped up the first day, unofficial first day of NFL free agency, the legal tampering period. But boy, did the free agent frenzy deliver. Tons of money getting out, crazy signs left and right. Some guys staying put, some other guys heading to new places. We got winners and losers from our first day. Still some good players out there for teams to go sign, but it was in a hell of a day one. I'm going to go through, give you a quick recap of all my takeaways from our first day of the free agency period. Let's hop on into it. Okay, day kind of started off after like a crazy Sunday. Khalil Mack re-signed with the Chargers, 1 year, $18 million, fully guaranteed. I was expecting Khalil Mack to maybe test out the free agency first time in his career, but he's back with the Chargers. Then Hassan Reddick, another pass rusher, going to the Buccaneers on a 1 year, $14 million deal. Let's see if he can get back to that elite level he was in Philadelphia just 2 years ago. Then we see Kansas City getting their left tackle. Jalen Moore signs with Kansas City, 2 years, $30 million from the San Francisco 49ers. He stepped in. I mean, it couldn't be any worse at left tackle for Kansas City, so they might as well go with it. Chris Godwin, a little bit surprised here, back with the Buccaneers. I thought he would have multiple suitors to break the bank. Good contract, 3 years, $66 million, so nothing to scoff at, $22 million per, but 44 fully guaranteed. But I felt like teams like the Chargers, the Patriots, even the Commanders maybe were going to get in the wide receiver business and go break the bank. The Raiders potentially, but Chris Godwin staying in Tampa Bay, maybe he's happiest, knows what the infrastructure is going to look like for him. Drew Dalman, our first of a few big moves for the Chicago Bears, 3 years, $42 million, 28 fully guaranteed, signs from the Atlanta Falcons. The Bears have made it very clear what their mission is this offseason, and that's upgrade the offensive line for a quarterback. Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, and Ryan Poles are doing the dirty work in the trenches, have replaced all three interior positions now. Good signing for the Chicago Bears, and they were not done yet today. Elijah Mitchell heading to the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a nice little one there. Braxton Berrios to the Texans. Texans need wide receiver depth. BJ Hill back with the Bengals is 3 years, $33 million, 16 guaranteed. Really need to upgrade that interior for Cincinnati, so makes sense. They were awful against the run. Wouldn't be surprised if they draft another defensive tackle, as well as they've lost both their DNs, it looks like, as Trey Hendrickson's looking for a trade and Sam Hubbard has retired. So tough on them. Javon Kinlaw to the Commanders, 3 years, $45 million, $30 million guaranteed. Not a good deal for the Commanders, they said, but they need pass rush. Let's keep bolstering that defense in Washington. Good move for them. Good interior guy. I like this move for Washington. Robert Spillane goes to the New England Patriots, 3 years, $75 million. The Patriots had a ton of money to spend today, and they broke the bank. They were dropping bags left and right. They've been called cheap for a long time by Patriots fans, and they did not disappoint today. I think they were the big winner today, that they actually spent this 117 or so million that they had in effective cap space. They were going out and getting everybody. Jimmy Garoppolo back with the Rams. Dan Moore signs with the Titans, moves over from Pittsburgh. 4 years, $82 million, $50 million guaranteed. That's a big contract here. Made him one of the 10 highest paid tackles in the league. Gonna go to left tackle. They're gonna move J.C. Latham back over to right tackle, which is a much better fit for him. Still no quarterback at Tennessee, but a good one. Paulson Adebo signs with the Giants from the Saints, 3 years, $54 million, 36 guarantee. Massive upgrade to the slot corner position for the Giants there. Giants actually made some moves today. Another New England signing, Carlton Davis, one of the best corners available. He was on my top 20 list. 3 years, $60 million, 34 and a half fully guaranteed for him. Corners got the bag today, man. Davis got paid a lot. I mean, lots of guys got paid. Jordan Lewis became the highest paid slot corner in the NFL. 3 years, $30 million, $20 million guaranteed. Moving on to Jacksonville from Dallas there. Matt Peart re-signs with the Broncos. Morgan Moses, another guy, stability on the offensive line, right tackle, help things out with New England. Protect your quarterback, Drake May, 3 years, $24 million, but tough guy, veteran, like that move a lot. DJ Reed, a massive upgrade to this Lions secondary, who lost Carlton Davis in free agency. 3 years, $48 million, 32 fully guaranteed for DJ Reed, and it felt like he just kind of wanted to go to Detroit. I mean, there were better offers out there, I read, but wants to be a Lion. Isaiah Rodgers, backup, signs with my Vikings. Good little pickup there. Travion Moehrig signs with the Panthers. 3 years, $51 million coming over from the Raiders. The Panthers defense was awful. They needed to spend money on the defense, and they spent money on the defense today. This was the big domino. Milton Williams, number one defensive player on a lot of people's boards, going to New England. It looked like he was going to Carolina. That fell through. New England swoops in 4 years, $104 million, $63 million, fully guaranteed. That is a top tier defensive line contract right there. And a guy who was a rotational piece, has a monster Super Bowl on the best defense in football, gets rewarded. And Mike Vrabel knows defense, and he knows his interior. Poona Ford signing with the Rams. Nice pickup there. 3 years, $29.6 million. Rams gonna need to stop the run. He was a dominant run defender last year, third among defensive tackles on PFF. Big time guy. That was a huge hole that the Rams had. Big fix for them. Sam Darnold, our quarterback domino, started to fall. 3 years, $101.5 million, $55 million, fully guaranteed. Pretty decent contract for Darnold. All signs pointed to Seattle after Geno Smith got traded to Vegas over the weekend. So good signing for him. Good for Sam. Cost himself a lot of money with those last 2 games of the season, but he's doing just fine. Eric Murray signs with the Jaguars. 3 years, $12 million guaranteed. Jaguars had a lot of money, and they felt pretty quiet for a good chunk of this day. The next quarterback domino, Justin Fields, 2 years, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed. He told Pittsburgh he wasn't about that life, even with all the new weapons there. Seemed like Pittsburgh wanted him. He is going to be your starting quarterback for the New York Jets this upcoming season. Maybe they're just going to run the ball 75 times a game, the Jets. I like that move. Run the read option. My man Cam Bynum, the best celebrations in the NFL, getting a monster payday, 4 years, $60 million, heading on over to the Colts. Sad to see him go. Another Viking, Johnny Munt with the Jags. It's a backup tight end. Dayo Odenigbo signs with the Bears. 3 years, $48 million. $32 million guaranteed. The Bears are addressing both lines today. A monster day for the Bears, and we're not done with them. Dyami Brown signs with the Jags. 1 year, $10 million. He got a nice little payday after a strong postseason run with them. Hufanga from the 49ers signing with the Broncos. 3 years, $45 million, $20 guaranteed. It's been banged up a bit, has some injury concerns, but when he is healthy, he is one of the best safeties in the league. Denver upgrading that defense. Josh Palmer to the Bills. Another young, fun wide receiver. The Bills just like having a bunch of like random number 2s all over that football team, even with Amari Cooper gone. Josh Sweat, one of our big guys out there, going to the Cardinals from the Philadelphia Eagles. He gets a great payday. 4 years, $76.4 million, $41 million guaranteed. Good move by the Cardinals addressing that defensive front. Patrick McCarry signs with the Jaguars. He's a swing tackle from the Ravens, so guard tackle combo right there. See what he'll play. Grady Jarrett was like instantly cut by the Falcons and then signed with the Bears. This was kind of a weird story. He's like cut, signed almost instantly. 3 years, $43.5 million, $28.5 million, fully guaranteed. They are completely rebuilding the Chicago Bears team. Now, the Bears always win the offseason. Let's see if that can equate to football games. But if you're a Bears fan, you're feeling great today. Aaron Banks signs with the Packers, comes over from the 49ers. 4 years, $77 million for trying to protect Jordan Love on the interior there. I'm all about protecting quarterbacks, baby. Get some good players. TJ Slayton signs with the Bengals, more defensive line depth. Roy Robertson Harris with the Giants. Giants had a pretty decent day. A lot of like value pickups from the Giants. They end up getting Slayton back. Jeremy Chin heading to Las Vegas, 2 years, $16 million. Man, he kind of fell off. My man Pat Jones signing with the Panthers, 2 years, $20 million. Had a good season last year with the Vikings. I think he had 8 sacks last year, 9 sacks, career high. He had a pretty good year last year, so that'll help the Panthers out a ton. Then the big bombshell today, Laramie Tunsil traded to the Washington Commanders for a second-round pick, a second-round pick next year, and a third-round pick next year, and a fourth and a seventh-round pick this year. So they got a good pick haul, Houston. But, you know, the one thing I said that could help C.J. Stroud is getting the offensive line worse. Laramie Tunsil was the only bright spot on that offensive line. I don't know what Houston is doing, man. Holy shit. But nice move for them. as well. We're going to move through here, pick up a little bit. Nate Hobbs, a nice pickup for the Packers, 4 years, 48 million, 16 million fully guaranteed. Let's see. Malcolm Kuntz, an interesting guy. He was on my top 20 board. I thought he was interesting. Going back to Vegas 1 year, 12 million. Good deal for the Raiders. Missed all of last year with a torn ACL, so going to give it one more roll. Potentially get a even bigger payday. He's only 26 years old, I believe. 26, 27 with them. Carolina, more defensive line help with Bobby Brown the third. Browns traded for Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's, I guess, your starter now in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson probably out for the year. Charvarius Ward signs with the Colts, 3 years, 60 million, 35 million fully guaranteed. The corners got paid today. They got a lot of guaranteed money. Colts upgrade their secondary massively. It looked like from the day. Zach Wilson with the Dolphins. Let's see. A lot of ones. Ryan Kelly to the Vikings, massive upgrade at center. I love that. Love that. Good deal for him. 4-time Pro Bowler. Darius Slayton back with the Giants. Like I said, just when the Giants just picking up a lot of role pickups, 2 years, 36 million. Another nice payday for Darius Slayton. Just when he thinks he's out, they pull him back in to the New York Giants. Mac Hollins with the Patriots. Bare feet in New England, going from Buffalo to New England. The weather's still going to be cold, big dog, out there. So, well, Javonte Williams, Jerry made a move. 1 year, 3 million. We'll see if he can resurrect it. Jerry only making big moves. Speaking of big moves, Dre Greenlaw pretty much missed all of last year with the Achilles after tearing it in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. 3 years, 35 million, and he's getting back up. He's getting healthy. He played 34 snaps, and then he got shut down again. Big pickup for the Broncos. Dre Greenlaw still very good, and he's still young. I think he's 28, 27, 28. So that's a huge pickup if he gets fully healthy. Broncos defense was really good last season as well. They need to upgrade the offense, but I think they're going to attack that in the draft. Now, with that, another pickup for the Giants. Look, here's the Giants. James Hudson, Chris Board. Like, just little pickups here and there. Little pickups here and there. Chase Young, kind of a surprise here, re-signing with the Saints, 3 years, $51 million with them. Najee Harris to the Chargers, 1 year, $9.25 million. I think he fits that offense. He's not a huge explosive guy, but he's going to be consistent, man. Najee's going to help move the chains. He's not going to have those negative runs. He's going to pick up 3-4 yards, and that's going to help out a ton. Byron Murphy re-signs with my Vikings, 3 years, $66 million. Don't love that. Felt like we overpaid for that one quite a bit. The corners did get paid today, though, as well. And then Andre Sisco kind of wrapped up the night for the Jets, 1 year, $10 million. But there's still a ton of free agents left here on the chart. If we're looking at our free agent grades on CBS going into today, we got the team moves. Darnold moved, Tiggins tag, Josh Sweat, Eagles to Cardinals, Trey Smith tag, Ronnie Stanley we signed beforehand, Milton Williams today, Drew Dahlman, DJ Reed. So our number 9, Javon Holland on the board, apparently has turned down a $22 million per year deal by the Vikings. I think Houston is now the front runner to potentially land Holland out there, as well as Will Fry's highly coveted guard, the best guard available right now. Justin Reed still out there. Cam Robinson still out there. Mekhi Becton still out there. So there's some guard options. Interior line, Tevin Jenkins. I don't know if anybody wants a Chicago Bears offensive lineman, if we're going to be real here. Josh Myers out there, another center. So lots of interior guys out there. Rasul Douglas still sitting out there. Mike Jackson. And we just saw the DBs got paid today. So maybe the fewer there are, more that number is going to get bumped up a little bit. And then Zeitler again and more interior guys. Rico Dowdle's still out there. Still waiting on Aaron Rodgers. We got Aaron Rodgers rumblings potentially to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's kind of crazy to think about. Maybe he goes to the Giants, but it's feeling like the Steelers, and he's going to have weapons to throw the ball to. Amari Cooper still out there. Calais Campbell out there. DeMarcus Lawrence. Asante Samuel Jr., I mean, there's still some high-quality guys. Stephon Diggs. Malcolm Coombs re-signed. Man, did they not update this? Anyway, Stephon Diggs still out there. So, yeah, there's still some good, valuable players out there. Waiting on a little. Did J.K. Dobbins sign? I don't think J.K. Dobbins signed out there. So, there's still guys out there. There's still some pickups to be made. Keenan Allen, another big name, potentially out there. We'll see what's available, what teams are going to make moves for everybody. Russell Wilson waiting in the wings. What's Russell going to be doing? Is Russell Wilson's career over? It could be done. at this point. So still some guys out there, good amount of linemen, some receivers, a good amount of cornerbacks as well. So lots of value still out there. And some guys just don't love signing early. You know, some guys don't love breaking the bank. They want to go through the process. They want to meet with the teams. That's how it used to be. Guys would show up, they'd go to the facilities, they would take visits, they would talk things out. Now it's kind of turned into like, let's just get these deals done. We know what's good. We kind of know where we want to go and get that stuff settled out there. Allen's out there. Jonathan Allen just cut by the Commanders. He's out there still. Big defensive tackle, looking to upgrade, potentially signing with my Vikings. I'd love to see that, but lots of good players out there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What were your big takeaways from day one of the free agent frenzy? If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video, subscribe to the channel. We got daily sports content for you guys. If you want to support the channel more, sign up for a channel membership. You get all sorts of access to cool and exclusive perks, exclusive members only videos, members only live streams, and chats throughout the seasons. I mean, we cover it all here, not just football. So we're getting ready and rolling for March Madness. Check out the link in the description. We got our sign up for our March Madness tournament bracket. It's free to enter. Just click on that link in the description below, sign up, fill out a bracket, and the winner of the bracket challenge will be getting a free channel membership from yours truly. So sign up for free. Just going to have a lot of fun during the month of March because it's time for the madness. We had our free agency madness. Now it's time for some college basketball. But again, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.